and welcome to another exciting edition of the P&B World Cup show, Politics and Business TV. I'm your host, Abel Sunday. The race to lift football's biggest prize is getting even more intense. France have booked their place in the semi-finals with a commanding 2-0 victory over Morocco, ending the Atlas Lions' impressive campaign and underlining Los Blancos' championship credentials. Now, all eyes shift to another mouth-watering quarterfinals as two European heavyweights, Spain and Belgium, go head-to-head in what promises to be a tactical masterclass with a place in the last four at stake. Joining me today to analyze is media sports marketing professional Josiah Delight Amedu from the ancient city of Benin, who have the Abracadabra of sport region, and also from Port Harcourt, the insightful Caleb Jackson. And gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. We're here again. Thank God. Our predictions for some have come. You said it yesterday.
Yes, I said France.
You said we were going all the way for France.
Yes.
But I was very skeptical because I wasn't too sure because of the kind of football the two of them played. Thank God they played an excellent football. All the hula baloo, all the fears that the Argentine referees were going to be biased. At the end of it all, the game went well.
But if anything go wrong, like Burati said yesterday, what is referee responsible? Let's even assume that maybe France did not even play well. Let's just assume.
No, if
France did not even play well.
If France didn't play well, like we were discussing yesterday, you didn't play well, you cannot blame it on the referee. Now they've justified why we need to win that game. They played an excellent game. The Moroccans also played an excellent game. The Moroccans didn't have any reason to complain from what we saw yesterday, except for the fact that the Moroccan team and the Moroccan organization did some kind of blunders. They killed themselves and shot themselves in the leg, in the sense that they were very negative about the African support. They said they don't even need an African support, and that again made them to behave as if they were racist and were behaving as if they were South African. The South African team that actually was doing xenophobia against other African countries. I want to say it was bad luck for Morocco making that kind of statement that they don't need African support, that they are not Africans. I'm sure that what would I call it? That nemesis actually pursued them into the field of play, and the French team had to do justice by beating them 2-0. I was very happy for them losing 2-0 because they looked down on the African support. Anybody that doesn't have respect for your continent shows that you're not ready to play football and you are biased and you think you are the best, but you are not the best. And the best, who are the best, have become the best by beating you to become the best. So that's what actually happened yesterday, and I was so.
Yeah, but for him to say that they are not actually, or they are not playing for Africa, but it baffles me because I think it's laughable. Because where are you from? Which ticket do you use? Well, isn't that the African slot he used to qualify for this World Cup?
The 10 slot that they were given to Africa. That slot. Yes. Okay, that's what it used to come. Exactly. So why would you not be saying that you're not representing the African continent? You should have gone to Oceania or gone to Asia and gone to that place.
For him to say that.
And they said it and they were not. They didn't debunk it. Even the government of I think they said the government came out. I was saying that was not from them, but unfortunately, those statements were being made by the Moroccan Football FA. If not the government, but the FA made that mention of that kind of statement, and which was actually very demeaning to the African continent and demeaning to our unity as a united country. So, if you're not going to that war to go and only represent your country, you're also representing the continent, and it was the continent that gave you that ticket. They owe us respect. They owe us honor. They owe us not to demean. And unfortunately, I keep saying that I don't know who voted the CAF president. What was that his name again? That
Musefi.
I don't know how that man got to beat.
How are you putting it? That supported him.
Unfortunately, I am so pained. The man is a racist. If you see all his actions and all what he's doing, he's supporting the Moroccans. Look at how they gave the Moroccans a boardroom. I think it was this boy from Port Harcourt yesterday, Eru, that was talking about
Yes.
The attitude of the CAF president.
Yes.
And talking about the board meeting that gave them the victory over Senegal after the CAF event. So you just see that they seem to have one kind of mindset that they are not Africans. The South Africans don't even believe that they're Africans. They rather want to be that they are because their colonial masters are from Australia, Indian, and everything. They should go and wear Indian clothes and Pakistani clothes and then leave us in Africa.
But why would they say they're not African and they're in our continent?
Because the orientation you see them carry is not an orientation of an African. An African country, we're all lovely, we're all united in one front in marshalling everything we want to do. Check. Nigeria was able, apart from football war that we are talking about, even in the then the South African during the apartheid time, it was Nigeria that fought for the redemption and the liberation of the South African country, and then Namibia also. Namibia has never even gone this far to look down on the African continent. But you see these South Africans, they have nothing to offer, but all they give is constant headache. And now in the field of play, they make their Waterloo with the Moroccans. Even as much as I still respected the Moroccan football, they went their Waterloo yesterday with the French. They met with Dembele and Mbappe. Gave them some hell of footballing. They taught them how to play football yesterday.
I know you are at the side of the French team, but
I didn't want to show my bias on yesterday.
All right, let's go for a short break. When we come back, we'll start the conversation fully. Don't go, we'll be right back. No giggling, no distraction, just pure unfiltered sport action.
Diogo Dalot, pulls the one then.
Make the P&B Sports Show part of your weekday routine.
Philogene in the penalty area, twisting and turning. He tries to flick it towards goal.
Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Make the P&B Sports Show part of your weekday routine.
Into Osimhen.
30 minutes of breaking headlines, in-depth analysis, match preview, and one explosive hour of fearless opinion, heated debate, and non-stop football conversation. Weekdays at 9 a.m., Saturdays at 1 p.m. Stay ahead of
the biggest headlines, match analysis, and expert analysis from the world of sport.
Unbelievable! It's Rodri! Manchester City are on their way!
From football to basketball to athletics, from outdoor sports to indoor sports, we all got you covered. Stay with us as we break down the latest results
And as we dive into the major sports stories making waves globally and locally.
Oh, he's taken it!
The home of everything sports, only on Politics and Business Television. We're bringing you the match analysis and expert analysis.
Imagine say television, movies, news and entertainment dey your pocket just like that. Welcome to Free TV app. Na the #1 digital TV app for Nigeria. Free TV app get over 100 live TV channels, breaking news, sports, Nollywood movies, small pikin shows and plenty more inside one app. No decoder wahala, no plenty setup. Just download, open, begin dey watch. To get the app, just search Free TV for Google Play Store or Free TV NG for Apple App Store, or scan the QR code for your screen. Registration will take you seconds. You fit use phone number, email, WhatsApp, Google or Apple ID. OTP even dey, so make your account dey safe. For inside the app, the live TV section get over 100 licensed channels with program guide, pause, rewind and catch up. Free TV no be ordinary app, na digital revolution.
Welcome back, it's P&B. Welcome to reaching live from the nation's capital. And of course, we have the Abacadabra of sport reaching us all the way from the ancient city of Benin. We call him that because he brings magic to sport analysis. And good evening, Edo is shining. Eru, can you unmute yourself, please, if you can hear me? Oh, I think Eru is not with me. Do we have Caleb Jackson there now? Caleb Jackson, are you there? I don't think they are with us. Okay, let's just continue before they'll join us at the course of the program. But looking at the French side, was France simply too clinical for Morocco? But my own opinion, let me start before you give your own. I think France was very clinical yesterday, and first half was somehow shady because they got 10 attempts on goal, and the Moroccan team non shot on target. They have 10 shots on target. If you look at the statistic, 10 shots on target first half. The Moroccan side, nothing yet. But I think they were just too conservative, maybe playing defense, sitting back, try to hit the French guys on counter. But I think that should not work. I don't know why they deploy that kind of pattern of football. If you know the Moroccans, they are very good on attack. And if you remember yesterday, I asked Eru, if they deploy to sit down and hit them or play the low block that the Paraguayans did, and they almost succeeded, I beg your pardon, with the French national team. But do you think Morocco can sit back like that and also do that?
The one of the things that you cannot do with the French team is that you cannot really hold them at any kind of Deschamps thing. Seems very, very, very tactical and very disciplined. And one of the things you must understand, they are one of the teams that I think they have considered less goals in this championship. The French team.
French is just 2 goals. They've considered just 2 goals.
They consider one of the least. So to tell you how little and how potent their defense are. And now they have 2 things going on for them. Their defense is working, their attack is working. Yeah. And no team that has this kind of composition of strategy that you think that you can pick anyhow. And unfortunately, the French national team unraveled the mystery of the Moroccan national team, and they tore them apart, and they couldn't understand. Look at the clinical goals from Mbappe. That's to tell you a world-class player. And I've told you that when it comes when Shove come to Shove, the people that matters in this game will rise up, will step up. And then we are seeing it clearly that those who matters in scoring are scoring. Dembele, Mbappe. Now the Moroccans actually, I don't know why, what happened. I'm sure they were too concentrating on the issue of biasness against Africans. I told you something.
But they said they're not Africans, so why?
I know psychology will start playing it. Now they'll be thinking the Argentines will favor the French people. But the French team. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Even the Argentine officials who officiated would have wished that France is out, so that Morocco can step up. And then when it gets to the nitty-gritty, they can play the politics of black and white, and then the Moroccans will be out. But unfortunately for them, they met one of the teams that are very formidable when it comes to tactics, when it comes to clinical finish of their attack. And so it was yesterday that the game that I thought will go a draw or anybody. Unfortunately, the game just slipped out of the hands of the Moroccans, and those who mattered most did the damage.
All right, and those who mattered most did the damage. That's what Josiah is telling us right now. But they just told me that the Abracadabra Sport, John, is just joined us now from the Asian city of Benin. Hello, good evening. Edo is shining.
Good evening, Mr. Edo. Edo is not shining today.
Why is that not shining? Okay, you guys are getting your own share. It was raining since yesterday. It was raining cat and dog in Abuja. I think we'll transfer the baton to you guys. We also have the insightful. All right, we also have the insightful Caleb Jackson, all the way from Port Harcourt, the oil city, Mr. Delight. But we've not seen any oil. We've not seen any oil from Jackson.
These 2 guys, we are get money. Because we are under the governor when they get boxed. You from Fubara, you from the great grammatical governor. Who knows how to pack money? You guys are welcome.
Caleb, you are welcome to the show, Caleb.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right, Eru. I'm so happy with joy in my heart. I'm so happy to have you this program, and I'm so happy to ask you this question. What is it that the France were so clinical, or the Moroccans were just not just sharp in the attack?
Okay. Just before Erosion will answer, I just want to say something. Just like Mr. Josiah said, actually, the game went to whoever wanted it. But for me, I think Morocco were too careful because yesterday was the first time I saw six players, like six Morocco players, always behind the ball. I took particular time to count how many times they were not less than five behind the ball, and that showed a sign of trying to cover so many spaces, especially with the back line. And well, it worked for the first half. They tried to keep France under cover. They tried to, because if you check the first half, France had almost 10 shots, but two on target, which shows that this French team were coming to dedicate them. They were coming to continue from where they stopped last time. But Morocco, I think Morocco paid attention to the mistake they made in 2022 and tried to, fix it. However, their attack was a bit lucky. Those 1-2 that we saw from Unai, Grandia, it was not working again. And even El Kanouz at the point looked so isolated because when Kunde was up, it now looked like a three at the back. So the ball wasn't even getting to El Kanouz on the left wing. And the game looked a bit soggy for Morocco because they tried to get themselves in the fourth round, but it wasn't coming for them. They had no shot on target in the first half. Not as a result of the couldn't half, but they were mostly in their own half, which for me it showed like they were more careful about conceding than scoring this French nation. And for me, ultimately, I felt that if they had even gotten a goal against this French team, if they had gotten a goal first, they have definitely put the French team under more pressure, knowing that their defense haven't been one of the best, but they have been able to keep clean sheets back to back. And the scoring them will make them sit up with it, will make them readjust how careless they play with the ball, and might want to sharpen up some things for them. But just like Tata said again, finishing when you get the chance matter the most. The 6 minutes that those two players, Mbappe and Dembele, got, if you watch the goal again, they had like very slim chances of converting those chances. But then again, because of their level of experience, that one of the differences in the whole turn of the match.
All right, that's one of the difference. But let me ask you, what makes the difference? You just mentioned it. Now, what makes the difference between both sides? Is it that the Moroccans were not too clinical up front there, or is it that the French team were just too powerful for the Atlas Lions of Morocco? Your Morocco.
I just get on this show. I told you something. I spoke from an analytical point of view that in my books, I think the Moroccan coach will actually spend his tactics towards the game. If you remember,
Yes.
like is that not an expensive example? If you watch what played out yesterday, you see this after why I wanted him to change his tactics. I mentioned on this before. I've taken my time to watch Morocco. They've been one of the interesting things that I actually watched carefully, not just for the great pleasure, but for us actually understand their view of their setup. And I mentioned on this that yesterday that sometimes they play the way Portugal was trying to set up. They set up Hakimi. Hakimi begins the attack for Morocco. They pass their attacking threats for their attacking movements from their right back. They can start their movement from the flank using Hakimi and their wingers. But then yesterday, if you notice one thing that France did, France played from the middle and forced Morocco to play ball in flanks. And that is a very simple analogy because if you have watched the game, you've watched Morocco play and the setup. So in the average, let me go to the flank. They are ready to match it from there. They are not seeing the France did not yesterday that are actually useless. Their right back and left back were not moving simultaneously. If Lucas Bigger advances, Kunde does not move. If Kunde advances, Lucas Bigger does not move. And what does that do for them? That helps them to actually absorb the Moroccan attacking threat to a certain level. Because at some point, no matter what happens, give or take, you will always see 4 France players at the back. The 2 central defenders, one of the wing backs, and the person playing the defensive midfield position, and Cole or what was his name. You would always see them present at the back. And that was a complete tactical massacre that outplayed Morocco. It made Morocco look like they did not know what they were doing on the field. And so, because I mean, the plan you are coming, it's not like there's a saying that when a thief tells you to go to court, his elder brother is the judge, or his elder brother is the one that is going to have the case. That was what France did. I already know that your strength is playing from the plan. I'm forcing you now to play from the plan. Not on the plan. And then they actually took the ball to the plan because France choked the middle. They completely choked the middle. In fact, it is so narrow that Morocco is not doing anything from the middle. We forced the ball to the range. And now the ball is again, what do you do? Nothing will come out of it. I think Morocco has been put yesterday. Used one of their starmen, Ismail Sabari. I can't pronounce his name correctly.
Yeah, Sabari.
Yeah, I think that guy was completely good because one thing that happened in that game, I think Philip mentioned, the few times they had the opportunities to go forward, they completely felt lost. Their final thought was a mess. They will do one thing, and the next thing, one person is looking for the ball. Or before you know, they try to won so many second balls against Morocco. And that's one thing that really built with Morocco. France was able to win so many second balls. There was always a France player present. Whenever Morocco uses the ball, there was always a player from France present to collect the ball. And that's why whenever France recovered the ball on the quick transition, they were always beating them. In my own opinion, I don't even think France were clinical enough. If we are gotten more goals, kudos to the Moroccan goalkeeper also. That was a beautiful one for me. He actually took a good performance, but sometimes the best is not just good enough. And that was the situation today. And just like I said, for some people, I think Morocco did not learn from what happened in the 2022 World Cup when they encountered France. The fact that the team did not, I would have thought that I was telling you yesterday that there are some teams you want to play because of how good they are, because of the players they possess, because of how they play. You have to change the approach to the game to fit into that particular match. You can't come back to the first seconds after the game, but for that particular encounter, you have to. You know, I saw some players do that. One of the things that France does is that the likes of Mbappe and Dembele, they press you from your heart, especially in the paper. They pass their press from your heart. They pass attacking you from there. They don't wait for the ball to settle. If there's one thing that Morocco did yesterday, that Morocco tried to play from the back. There were a few times where the goal almost cost their counter attack and it was almost looking like it was going to play a loose pass or something. We tried with that, but then again, I don't think all of those things were just good enough. And I think the first thing is another monster thing that I don't think at this point anybody wants to do it. Yeah.
All right, you don't think so? Delight, you know, we've talked about this even yesterday, but looking at the French team right now, and of course, everybody will say they are considered as one of the title contender. But looking at them, they've gone to the semi-finals 3 consecutive times. 2018, they got to the semi-finals. They got to the finals, they won it. 2022, they got to the semi-finals. They got to the finals, they lost to Argentina. 2026, they're in the semi-finals already. 3 consecutive semi-finals. I think the only team that have done that, I think, is Brazil and the West Germany. Then I think those are the 2 teams that have done this. But looking at the group of players and the what they've achieved so far with the likes of Mbappe and Dembele, what can you make up of this French team?
I just want to give kudos to their coach, Deschamps, for a very wonderful consistency. He came in 2022 at Qatar, and right now he's gone to make some adjustment. From the beginning of the championship of this World Cup, we've not had them had any kind of error that is glaring, either in their defense or in their attacking formation. It has all been goals. I think they're one of the highest scoring teams so far in this championship. There is no event, or match they played that they've not scored 2 or 1 or 2 or 0. So it tells you how ready they are. And already bookmakers and analysts and pundits of football have already penciled them to be one of the favorites of this championship. And so they're living up to that billing and up to that expectation. And why is that? Like the analysis Eru and my friend Caleb are just giving, it just tells you a team that is ready to win a championship. They didn't come there to play. They're not even smiling. They're even just frowning, no teeth. Only they're at the court or at the pitch. They'll just tap you. I said, like what happened at the end of the day? The Moroccans were crying while they were helping to console the Moroccans. Come on, don't think that we are a pushover because we've had you talk so many things. The Moroccans were boasting somehow behind the backs of their dressing room. They were so confident that they will beat this French team. Not to forget, I told you something, that they play kind of similar football. And also, most of the players that are playing in the Moroccan national team are mostly teammates of these players in the French national team. They know themselves. But when it comes to what they call putting the T's and the I's together and calling for a championship, the French team is littered right now with 2 strikers that you need in any event. They are up at their level. They're operating at 90%. Peradventure, maybe when it gets to the finals, if they should cross over between either Spain or Belgium, we'll know what acceleration they'll be accelerating. But for now, this team, the way it's going, has a prospect. I need to be careful. Have a prospect.
Don't shoot your leg.
No. After the semi-finals,
yes,
I can tell you whether the French national team will win this championship.
All right, Caleb, let's go back to Port Harcourt. Caleb, we saw what Mbappe did yesterday, missed a penalty and still come back, score. And I think he gave the assist, right? Exactly what Messi, I don't want to do that, but I don't know what Messi did. But right now, we have I said Dembele. We have Mbappe and also Messi on 8 goals apiece. At the end of the day, who do you think is going to go home with the golden boot? Or the golden ball, how they call it, golden boot?
Golden boot and golden ball are 2 different things.
Okay.
So I think Messi might, at the end of the day, go with the golden ball because I mean, golden ball shows like the best player
on the tournament.
And Messi has undoubtedly influenced every game that he has played since the starting match of this World Cup. But talking about the golden boot, I think Mbappe might go with the golden boot because going forward in the future, Messi might not be looking to score those goals. You understand? He might just want to get his team over the line. But Mbappe will definitely want to use his goal scoring ability. So you see the difference. Mbappe's ability to influence the game is his ability to score goals. And that of Messi is his influence on the game. So I'd say with 2 different awards goes to 2 different players. But just before any other questions, I think this tournament is one that has had a lot of records because at this time, Mbappe used this amount of goals to win Golden Boot last year. And now we have both Messi and Mbappe tied on the same number of goals. That's actually very incredible.
Yeah, it's actually incredible. And looking at both how Mbappe and how they call Dembele executed that game yesterday. They saw the time, they got their chances and they took it. Dembele was very smart with his own as well. Saw it and he recognized that it's actually a chance and he took it. But looking at these 2 players going forward, how influential do you think these players will be for the French national team?
You see those 2 young men? They are a combination of disaster. They are a combination of disaster. I think in this World Cup alone, if I'm not mistaken, they've contributed 8 goals among themselves. I think goals and assists for just the 2 of them. Like Mbappe assisting Dembele and assisting overtake. I think a combination of it.
Yes, it
4 goals and 3 assists. Yeah, exactly. Among themselves, it's only 2 players. Some countries did not score up to 8 goals in the entire tournament.
True.
Some countries, they didn't score up to 8 goals.
Like South Africa. Like South Africa.
Abel's people. They are on the street now. If you are looking for Abel.
You know, there are players that are big players. There are players that somebody was something happened on Twitter some days ago, and after Belgium's last match, somebody was talking about how Roberto Martinez, after how Roberto Martinez, how he destroyed Belgium through the defensor and all of that, and how Belgium was recruiting before him. And then somebody dropped the comment that actually struck a level of thought. Because said, the Belgium we are talking about then is the Belgium that was voting on the likes of Michel, Fellaini, Eden Hazard, Lukaku when he was still not under. And somebody now said, how about when they go to street? So, what people were trying to say was, they are just some players that are exceptional. All they need is to give them the ball. Leave the other job for them. I think that's the kind of player to back it together is. Just give me the ball. It's not a very terrible, that was a penalty. Even when I was watching, from where I was sitting, I knew that when he played it. I mean, I was there, I knew. And then you're facing a good Barcelona has a proven penalty. I think that's the third penalty is saving in this tournament. If I'm not mistaken. Second of all, in this tournament. That's a good goalkeeper in the first penalty. And it was not like this because he did not let that bring him down. That keeper, I think that he got the moment today. And which because it was if it was something from players who that just morale withdrawal, but he was still so you see these two guys, they're a dangerous combo. And then it's happened to be at the time where they are both in their prime, especially for the Dembele in his prime. This is a player that suffered so many setbacks when he was at Barcelona. I think we had a glimpse of his career when he was at Borussia Dortmund, and then he was also having many inconsistencies, injuries. He went to Barca, he lost so many injuries, and then he went to PSG. We are talking about the first Ballon d'Or winner, and then we are talking about another sensation. Mbappe is gradually, it's not a very matter gradually anymore. Mbappe is on course to be named the
established
World Cup at Mbappe. This is Mbappe's third World Cup tournament. This is his fourth semi-final tournament. His first World Cup, he went on to win it. The second one, he did not just, he played in the final, he left as the highest goal scorer. This tournament is on course to become highest goal scorer again. He's playing in the semi-final, he played final and win it. So, these guys are dangerous, these guys are good. It's so good to see that their potential is coming together to again, this is what we expected from the kind of players that Portugal children to World Cup. Players who are in form, a Bruno Fernandes, a Vitinha, a João Neves, a Bernardo Silva, players who are on top form at their club level. We expected this level of mortality, this level of disaster that first is sitting out there. This is what we expected from Portugal. But shame on them that they could not give us what we expected.
Quite unfortunate they did not go far. And if you are talking about people that did not score up to 8 goals, Portugal is still one of those teams that did not score up to 8 goals. Okay, Josiah, looking at the way forward, Morocco out, of course, is no longer news. But what positive can they take from this World Cup? But to be honest, I think the Moroccans, the Atlas Lions of Morocco, they've done so well. There's no two ways. You cannot take that away from them so far.
On my own view and my own expectations of the World Cup, I'll tell you quite honestly, I did not anticipate any African team to get beyond the quarterfinals, and all of them have shown that quarterfinals. Everybody's gone. No African team anymore.
But I think we have the quality to go beyond.
I don't think
we do.
I don't think,
especially Morocco.
And what FIFA did to even help the African team to go past even the semi-finals is the expansion of the competition,
teams,
of
yeah.
the teams, and brought 9 African countries. Before we used to have like 5, or before it was 2.
It was 3 before.
No, it was 1.
Yeah,
then it was 2. It depends on the performance of African countries at the World Cup at that time. And now Nigeria, I think Nigeria performance and one other African country gave FIFA, and we, our federation, under then CAF, Issa Iyato, pressurized
FIFA
a platter to increase it, I think, to about 5 at that time. And it was Nigeria that spearheaded that move with Hiato, and we got that 5. Now, getting 9, I think that 9 was enough to see whether, like the likes of Morocco, the likes of Egypt, the likes of Senegal, and peradventure your spineless, spineless featherless Super Eagles. Peradventure, if they were there, they could have made it. This way.
I trust my Super Eagles. I didn't even were there. You would have been in semi-finals by now. I'm telling you, I trust
Semi-Kini. With all this your butterfly football they play.
No, it's unfortunate. It's just it's a political thing. Don't worry. It's a political thing. Don't worry. We have the talent. We would have qualified.
Mbappe is scoring 8 goals, and Dembele.
I think Osimhen will score 10.
Which Osimhen?
By now, Osimhen will score 10 goals.
After Osimhen, who is that player that can score?
We have what are you saying now? We have a certain attacker there now.
This guy that play in what do you call it? Atletico Madrid. What's that?
Ademola Lookman.
Is a lukewarm person.
No.
He's lukewarm.
He's a very good player.
But be that as it's made, I want to give you the opportunity that Africa had with the increasing number of countries that were brought to play at the World Cup, and Africa didn't take advantage of it. I want to say here now that we need to call for an African football summit as a result of what is happening to our football in the continent. We need to sit down. We need to ask ourselves what is happening to our football that we're not going beyond certain levels of the World Cup. That's a good discourse that the African, like CAF, need to call for. It is not just only those giving teams go and play competition. They need to do some kind of refresher courses. There need to be issues of technicalities. There should be like all these people fighting for referee instead of going to go and play. They complain of politics and then psychologically we are down. There need to be a seminar of the African reunion to come together and really ask ourselves and address certain questions that have to do with our football. Where are we not meeting? What is the problem? And then that general opinion and suggestions and intellectual and professional discourse might be able to help our continent and our various federations to go and see how they can improve their football. If it's to see how they order to send some players to big clubs, then they should start doing it. If it's that they need to also begin to play the politics, which they're not doing. We hear a president of a country. No, I'm telling you the politics.
Yes, influencing it, but it doesn't make it right.
I will tell you. It doesn't make it right, but football is politics. I thought it's a war. It's a strategy for war. If they had won that day now, who told you that that's not a strategy to win war? It's a strategy. So I don't know whichever you want to win. Whether you use your head, or you use your leg, or you use your tongue, and you win your championship, you have won. So we need to find a strategy. I'm not saying that one of the things that football does for you clearly is that you cannot win any football match or any football championship without scoring a goal. You have to keep scoring goal until the end of the event. So you must start scoring. Where are we missing it? We don't have good strikers. Our strikers are not intelligent. They're not reasoning. Look at what Haaland is doing. Look at what Dembele is doing. But
if you say our strikers are not,
I think that is the problem of Africa.
I think we the Super Eagles fans will feel insulted. You know why I say so? You cannot say.
I will tell you respect. I don't have any.
You can put Osimhen in that equation. Osimhen can be in that equation.
See, I have no apology. I don't have any apology whatsoever. Those finest Super Eagles, they should go and learn some. There's something we are not getting. We're not scoring goals. We are out of the World Cup because we didn't score goals. That's the period thing. And also, we're not technically sound. Our coaches, even for this man that just came now, and began to give us some hope, like Buffett Joe and Western Hall. We don't have any technical competent coach that can coach our Super Eagles. Spineless good guys that cannot even create a formation. And a formation that can even score. They cannot even maintain our midfield is trash.
It's not possible to go on a short break. When we come back, we're talking about the Spain versus Belgium game that is supposed to kickstart later today, and we'll tell you everything about it. To have the Bacadabra of Sports. We'll have also the insightful Caleb Jackson also in the building, and also our one and only Josiah Medu here too. We're going to talk about it. We'll be right back.
What's going to enter that Super Eagles team?
Tired of the snow? Tired of the bad TV signal? 388-7277. Free TV, digital TV for free. Brought to you by NBC.
And we'll be talking. The studio have been buzzing since my man here, Josiah, has been hitting on Super Eagles. I don't know what Super Eagles is hitting, but no problem. We are going to prove him wrong. Yes, we'll prove him wrong one of these days by winning the Nations Cup. That will start from there. Before we now win the World Cup 2030.
Even waffle.
Okay, Caleb, I think I will start with you with this Belgium game today. Well, say, which team do you think will go into this quarterfinals as favorite? Is it the Spanish team or the Belgian team? Which team do you think is going to go into this quarterfinals as the favorite? I don't think we'll have Caleb. Do we have Eru on the line? Do we still have Eru?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, Eru, let me ask you, since we don't have Caleb on the line, let's ask you before I'll come back to Malgaya in the studio. Do you think which of the team do you think is going into this game as the favorite? Is it the Spanish team that have not considered so far in this tournament, or the Belgian team that has been showing some kind of improvement from their first game to where they are right now? Which team do you think is going into this game as the favorite?
For the first time in this World Cup started, for the first time, I am totally confused. Since the tournament started, for the first time, I am totally confused. Confused in 100% because in my book, these two teams are
quality.
They are not considered in this tournament.
Yes.
But for me, Spain has not been very convincing. Spain has not given me because I have a certain expectation of them, and I have not seen it yet. That's why anybody can differ. But to me, yes, they've not considered a goal. Kudos to them. I will make a until Mexico was picked out from the tournament. They have not considered a goal. On the day they considered, you know how many that entered that tournament? In my own group, they are not being as convinced. They are not. They're the kind of play that I expect from this tournament that I have not seen. On the part of Belgium, I feel like Belgium have received a sudden reawakening. They suddenly discovered themselves. And the game today, I cannot, if you ask me for prediction now, I will tell you that I beg to pass. I don't know what to predict as to who is the favorite, but I think it's going to be one of the most interesting quarterfinal encounters. The reason is because the Belgian team tends to be very physical. If Senegal, that your Paris Super Eagles are concerned by that point, cannot match them for a lot of ability. If Senegal complain that one of the reasons they lost to Belgium was because the Belgium team appears to be too physical. I begin to wonder what will happen to the national team when they play Belgium. The national team, Yamal, they appear that don't have physical strength. So the Belgium team possesses a lot of physicality, and I think that's one thing they are going to use to their advantage in their counter today. They are going to take advantage of that, and also they are very strong when it comes to set pieces and quick transition. I think that's another thing that will be of an added advantage to them. But when you check it down to Spain, you see Spain, the Spanish team happens to be gladiators when it comes to lead to the counter. They can actually collect the lead from you. They have all it takes to swallow it. I keep saying it. If the Spanish team can dispossess and completely control a midfield that has Vitinha, Ruben Neves, and Bruno Fernandes, it tells you a lot about them. And I think that's the strength of the team. Because of the truth, the likes of Lamine Yamal, the likes of Nico Williams, they've not been they've not given us their interest. They've not given us what we know them to do. So I think Yamal has only played one goal in this tournament. not giving us what we know them for. And this is the quarterfinals. So one of the things that helps the Spanish teams is their ability to retain the ball. They can knock you to the brim and they will gas you out from passing the ball to each other. You pass Pedri, they are playing with Barcelona players. So they brought the players from play. They brought it down to the World Cup. They knock the ball among themselves, they knock the ball before you know they are in your house. So I think that's one thing that the Spanish is going to use today in the encounter. But it's going to be a first encounter, like I said, for the first time in the World Cup for them. I'm completely confused as to who the favorite will be. Yesterday, I will tell you that, I believe France will win. I believe this way. But when it comes to this encounter, I'm just going to watch for the phone.
Okay, we are going to watch it for one. But Delight, if you see their last 5 meetings, Belgium versus Spain, if you look at it on the screen there, they are saying 2-0 to Spain. You see 5-0. I think it's favors Spain all through. Looking at 2-0, we saw Spain winning 5-0 to Belgium. We saw Spain winning 2-1 to Belgium. We saw Spain winning 2-0 to Belgium. We saw Spain also winning 2-0. So, but their last meeting, Spain has won all through. Don't you think with this statistic now coming to this game, Spain will have edge over the Belgian team, which is the Red Devils? They call them the Red Devils.
If I want to say your P&B has a crystal ball for reading match, I would say the crystal ball for your television station is telling me that Spain is winning this game.
No, I didn't say so. I'm only telling you based on.
I said my
you're pinning me to something.
I said
which I disagree. That's not what I'm saying.
I said your crystal. I'm hearing you.
No, but that's not true. That's not what I'm saying. I'm only giving you what is there.
I agree that I said for my crystal ball that is here. If I see what you have said, my crystal ball is telling me Spain will win.
I don't know how you guys are going.
And that's why he's very careful that he was like yesterday. I told you yesterday. My mind wasn't so at peace with France. I said anybody can just make one mistake and then you are gone. Now for this one, I can say that Spain will go and adjust because they need this qualifier badly to rejuvenate, to resuscitate their football. Now, what is at play here now is pride of appearance and pride of your football playing country that used to have that pedigree at the top. Now, if they have met five times, it tells you the statistics that they have an antidote of what to use to beat Belgium. But Belgium, if they can wake up from their slumber, they can. That's okay. You cannot be beating. It's just like you are beating me every day. I come and you take my bread and you chop it and you go. You beat me every day. The next time I will not prepare for you. Like give my bread, you will not collect it. That's what's going to happen now. Maybe they'll be collecting their burger. Every day. Maybe one of them says, boy, enough. You can't keep beating me. And that can be the motivation that Belgium can bring to the field today. But if not so, my crystal ball tells me Spain will just go. If I don't be 2-1,
it's you. You see, you're not using me. It's you that is.
I said my crystal ball. I said I don't be 2-1.
You see, Mr. Duba, it's even you. You are using me to do.
No, I'm not. You are afraid. Yesterday you told me outrightly that.
Yes, France is my team now.
Let me just say something. You see, football is no more 1+1 anymore. Okay, it's no more 1+1. Before it used to be 1+1. Why do I say that? It's predictable before. Before, some countries have more better players than others. Now, we are seeing what happened with the Moroccans yesterday against France. What was at play yesterday? It totally good players. They were ready to help win a match for them. And these people have what it takes when it comes to the play of football. The skills, the determination. They are professionals. They come to do their. It's just like when you hire an assassin to shoot directly at an object. He will do it. So these guys are prepared with their skillful team, and their coach has a strategy. Now the Belgians and the Spanish people, they have a similar football. They're from the same Europe. They have the same quality of football. They have skills. So, but the Spaniards give it to the Spaniards. Why? Because they are predecessors who left the shoes of football before. The PKs, the midfielder.
We have the Iniesta
and the rest of them.
We have the Xavis. That was 2010. That was 2010.
I was telling you that, but they you need to regenerate.
I have a certain Casillas there.
So you can see the kind of quality of football they had and they were playing.
But we know they have, and most of them, lots of them,
and most of them were from Barcelona, who had that tiki-taka football that they used to win.
But even this junk of them are from Barcelona too.
That's what I'm telling you now. What I'm telling you that if they have the right chemistry and the right mind, and with the 5-0 bashing in 5 meetings they've had against Belgium, it automatically tells you that this will have an upper hand. Like you now, if you make me vex now, I walk into the football field. That's what I'm saying. So what's happening? On the light time mode. The Spanish people have what it takes to win this.
Okay.
Except if they throw it away.
Please, in 2 minutes, in 1 minute, sorry, because they've already told they're telling to leave the studio now. In 1 minute, please. What is Belgium's biggest threat to Spain? Please, in 1 minute, please, make it simple.
I think Belgium's biggest threat is the ability that they have to score, especially with striker Townsend, Ketelare, having gathered momentum as to what happened in the last game. I think he will come into the match and high up and will be willing to deliver once again. So I think that's one of the biggest threats they have. Then I think the Belgium team, like I said before, they are a very physical team. If Senegal, Senegal can complain. And one of the things they love Belgium, but they love of the fact that the Belgians are very physical. I think that's another strength they have over the Spaniards.
Okay.
They are very physical. They are very physical, but I don't think they are very
Okay, Eru, your prediction. What is the goal line? What do you think is? How do you think is it? What do you think it's going to go to extra time, or do you think it's going to finish on normal time?
I think the game will finish on normal time, and then I think going by history, because the Spaniards have a better history, I think they can capitalize on that to win the game. But I cannot give you a score.
What about you, Delight?
Well, my crystal ball is telling me that it's 2-1.
2-1 in favor of Spain.
In favor of Spain. Or like you said, I saw one of these their goalkeeper from Belgium. If he can, is it Courtois? If he can be at his best, he can be.
I'm going to go for the.
If he can be the saving grace against.
I'm going to go against you guys. You know, I always go against you guys. Belgium to win 1-0. I'm saying Belgium is going to win 1-0. So we're going to see that tomorrow.
Is it high prediction? Oh, we are talking about
what a fantastic discussion. My sincere thanks to our guest, media sports marketing professional Josiah Delight Amedu, the Abacadabra Sport Eru John, and also the insightful Caleb Jackson for sharing their expertise and analysis. Thank you so much, guys, for doing this with me.
Thank you very much for having us.
And to you, our viewers, thank you for making us part of your World Cup experience. Join us again as we bring you more match reviews, previews, tactical analysis, and all the biggest stories from the FIFA World Cup. Follow us across all social media platforms on YouTube and Facebook at Politics&BusinessTV.English, on IG at PRBTV_English, on X at PRBTV_ENG. You can also watch us on Fit TV or download the Fit TV app from the Play Store to stay connected wherever you are. I'm Eva Sunday. Until next time, enjoy the football and keep the passion alive. Goodbye.